Okay. Hello? Is this live? Sorry guys for the wait. What's up guys? My name is Fred. According to Dave, I am funny. We'll see about that. But anyway, we are going to watch some Ghouls and Ghosts MegaDrive right now. This game is crazy. It's really hard. And it's going to be played by 0941918. Also known as numbers, just color numbers, okay? Anyway, we're gonna watch this crazy game be beaten up, hopefully. Okay, so anyway, so let's count down. So we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, I think everyone is more or less familiar with these games, like the Ghouls series. They're all really difficult. Mistakes are usually really punishing, typically. This is the one where you do not have the double jump in this one. You can aim up and down though in this game, so that's very cool. So anyway, Numbers is just blazing through stage 1 here. Probably going to take a death here. It's in this game, it's the armor is not so like gold armor. Getting the gold armor is not so important because you do not get any more damage, for example. So quite often we will take like when you get hit, you get like a big knockback. So we will use that to our advantage quite often. For example, here, boost off the skull there and get up straight to the boss. That hill, if you guys have played this game, you know this hill is brutal, dude. You don't want to be on that hill, trust me. Come to the first boss of the game, Shielder, which is shielding himself with his head. Questionable strategy, it didn't work, and we're on to stage 2. This is the Ghouls village. I don't actually know what it's called, but it's in the Netherlands. The turtle parade is out in full force. There's actually the way the game works. There's actually just 4 ways, like 4 turtle patterns. So if you can memorize all 4 patterns, you can usually make it through and recognize them quickly enough. The sand pits and like the mean bridges, you just have to memorize where like the holes are in the bridge and then just make it through. We come up to the first Arima of the game. So the Arima in Ghouls and Ghosts MegaDrive is not so bad. And also he's sitting at a checkpoint, so like if you can't kill him, well, just go into the hole. And like, well, I got my armor back, so perfect. I think you guys, like the memes about these games, they write themselves, you know. So everyone know about get the knife. So what we're trying to do here is get the knife. But if we can't get the knife, just don't get anything else, because all the other weapons are not good, usually. This is the second boss of the game, Cerberus. It's pretty tanky. I think it's the tankiest boss in the game, if I'm not mistaken. But he also has like a fixed pattern as long as you move in the same way every time. We go on to the elevator. Yes, so this is just an auto-scroller. So this is the perfect moment to try to be on the lookout for a dagger. There's also a bug in this part that is unique to the MegaDrive version. Where you can actually walk through the wall at the top, as long as you open just a few chests. So right now, Numbers is going for the gold armor here to force more weapon drops, because she's not getting the dagger. And that's an axe. Okay, well, and that's a torch. So, well, right now we're holding on to the discus, which is more or less, it's very similar to the lance. It has a very strange hitbox, but it's not bad. The biggest problem with the discus is that it's very bad against the stage 4 boss. That's the biggest problem with the discus. Otherwise we could keep it, but we kind of want to switch at some point. So this is the tongue section. It's especially this is probably the worst part of the game, almost. Maybe not actually, but it's really, really hard. Unless, like, you know, so here you can just jump through the head there. But like, when you play this casually, how are you supposed to know you can just skip the last line and just go on the platform? Well, in any case, it's the cloud. You hit the cloud a few times, and then we just get the key. And we go on to the Crystal Caves, or Crystal Forest, I don't know. This stage can be really rough. Sometimes you can get like the game will just let you walk straight through the entire stage, and that's it. And sometimes the game will just not let you do anything at all. So here Numbers finally get the dagger, which is very powerful. It shoots really fast. It's a high rate of fire, it's fast, it's like a fast moving projectile. It's just the best weapon, hands down. Yeah, so right there you saw there were like a million enemies right there, but the game was just like, yeah, well, you get a free pass today, so just walk through, man. It's okay. Here we can get to the bottom of the slopes section really quickly by doing another damage boost. Quickly sliding down through the spikes. We don't have to do all the sliding up there. Get back the armor and we go on to Ohm. So the objective here is to hit all the 5 intestines, which is made harder by the fact there are like worms flying around. Fortunate for us, there's kind of like a, well, safe spot, a really good spot sitting on his forehead where you can hit like the last 2 intestines. Get the key and move on. This is the final stage of the game. And this is like the Aremer Gauntlet. If you haven't figured out how to kill the Aremers yet, like it's high time to figure it out, man. This is otherwise we're gonna be stuck here for a long time. Beep. So again, the gold armor is not that important right now. It doesn't really help you with the dagger. The dagger, so when you get the gold armor, what it does is that you can cast magic. And the gold armor magic for the dagger is that you get a clone, so you fire twice the amount of daggers, which is really good. But it's just not very good against the Aremers since they can dodge and stuff. So do another damage boost up to the checkpoint. So something I didn't touch on is that the damage boost have there's like 2 points, 2 things with them. The first is of course that you get up platforms, but the second is usually you take a damage boost and you die on the checkpoint, for example. And this game has like an internal, what is it called, like dynamic difficulty, if you will, where the longer you stay alive, the higher the difficulty the game gets. So by dying on the checkpoint, you kind of slow down the game, you know? So, very, very convenient here, right before you get to this gauntlet here, to reduce the dynamic difficulty, basically. It's a gauntlet of like the shielder head and like the clouds. This part is really rough, and usually there's like a goblin at the very end that drops like a weapon for you, so you just get like the axe or something you don't want to on the stairs there. This is Beelzebub, and there's a little known fact about fighting this boss where if you shoot him in the fly's form, the flies will get out of your way, which is very convenient. So I'm sure you know if you play this. And yeah, during his like fly phase like this, he's invulnerable, so you have to wait for him to reform so you can damage him. There you go. my name. So this is Santa Claus. It could also be Gandalf. I don't remember. But he tells you that you need the magic weapon, the magic bracelet, or I think it's actually called the Psycho Cannon. Forgive me. The magic bracelet is a different Ghouls game. In this game, you have to get the all-powerful Psycho Cannon to defeat the final boss. So they tell you, well, you just have to go back and pick up like the Psycho Cannon somewhere along in the game and come back again. Of course, to pick up the Psycho Cannon, you have to get gold armor and then find a weapon chest. Then you will get the Psycho Cannon, which is actually the strongest weapon in the game. It just has some problems again with the fourth boss of the game, so we're gonna wait with picking up the Psycho Cannon. It is very strong, but it's very hard to use in certain situations, so we're gonna stick with the dagger for now until we get to the end of the game. So we're gonna be... This is basically gonna be like the same... Like, we're gonna be doing the same thing again, kind of, to get to the end of the game. Not much has changed really in Loop 2. The game's dynamic difficulty is a little bit higher, but it doesn't really change much. So once again, of course, we're in a remote village in Netherlands, as you can see by the windmills. The turtles are out again on parade. And maybe the Psycho Cannon is somewhere here. We'll have to look for it. Oh, it doesn't seem to be in the Netherlands. Okay, let's move on. So now we're in the bridge section again. Just make it over there. Just memorize the holes. Move on to this is like the Reamer King, I believe it's called, and he actually takes 4 hits compared to the other Reamers, which just only takes 3. Oh, watch out for the torch there. Don't want that one. Okay, make it through the fire bat section. Numbers is making this look kinda easy, but this game casually is actually really, really rough. I guess it's the same thing for most speed games, to be honest, but just trying to like make it through the bats is just... Man, they're mean bastards, basically. We're back on the elevator, and since this time we have the dagger, we don't have to go looking for it, and we can... So I was mentioning earlier that there's a MegaDrive specific glitch here. This game has many ports, but there's one, I believe it's specific to the MegaDrive, where if you don't open more than one chest, I believe, you can click through the wall at the top here, saving a little bit of time. So we might be seeing that here now. It's the Goblin Congregation. Usually on Loop 2, the rank, like the dynamic difficulty, will be quite high when you reach this top, so you can see there's a huge mass of goblins just flying around up there. Oh yeah, by the way, these yellow enemies are named Beholders. I don't know why. They're just Beholders. Anyway, you can go walk through this wall here. Don't worry about it. And you can just jump out there and the tongue will just appear. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's just keep moving on to the tongue section. The blue flame. The static blue flame, with the worst enemy in the game, maybe. It's always in the same spot, dude. But still, it manages to hit you every time. Okay, just clip through the platform, no problems. We go onto the purple mountain, and we're back to the cloud. The dagger makes short work of this guy, so just finish him off and get the key. Head back into the Crystal Forest, and we'll see if the game is as kind as last time, where we could just walk through the tunnel or not. We'll see what happens. Inland torch, this was that. Oh my lord! Okay, well, didn't get hit, so it's all fine. Still didn't get hit, it's all fine. Just keep moving. Okay, so it takes a hit here, but that's okay, that's okay. That's okay, just watch out for the meatball in the ground. Okay, well, it wasn't as easy as last time, but somehow we managed to get through, so that's good. Don't forget the X. Okay, once again, we're gonna do a damage boost through the spikes here. We're back to home. So this is the boss I was talking about, where using the Psycho Cannon is a big problem. This is the reason why we still are clinging on to the dagger here. Basically, it's extremely hard to hit the intestines with the Psycho Cannon because the reach is just not long enough. Stand on the forehead and then just hit the intestine. Thanks, forehead. We're on to the final stage. Now, basically what we want to do is not get hit, get the gold armor, and get the Psycho Cannon. This is like the objective right now. Well, you got hit. So there's two options here. Either you can choose to press on and get the Psycho Cannon later, or you can take a death here. And just try again and get the Psycho Cannon to make it a bit easier. Try to like trap the Reamer so he dodges one dagger and flies into the next one. So now we have the gold armor here. We have to dance around with these two Reamers a bit. Right here, while we're trying to fight them, we can also open the chest to reveal the Psycho Cannon. Kill the pig above. And finally we have the Hallelujah Psycho Cannon, which is extremely powerful. So to put into perspective how strong this weapon is, almost every weapon in this game does 1 damage, except for the sword that does 2. Psycho Cannon does up to 3 damage close range, and the damage will fall off over range. So you just get a bit close, and you can really quickly wear down these enemies. Yeah, basically, if you're close range with this weapon, you do triple damage compared to anything else in the game. So it's very powerful. Also, as long as you have the gold armor, the range is increased, and it will kill projectiles. Just kinda ignore the Kirby clouds. Here you really don't want to see that dot right there. Oh! So it's a point statue, but that might as well could have been the axe, you know. And if you get a different weapon, you can't clear the game. So then you have to go back and get a new Psycho Cannon. Okay. So we get on to the final boss of the game, Lucifer. The trick here is you can stand on his feet and stand on his knees, but you can also aim up and shoot so you can hit him in the mouth. That's it. That's time. I forgot to say anything, but that's time anyway. Sorry, Dave.
Oh my goodness. I was about to do the numbers special, the double kill.
Something that can happen, something that easily can happen at the very end right there, and something that Numbers does all the time, by the way, is sometimes when you land the final hit on the boss, he can still hit you anyway. So you kill the final boss, and then you die, and you have to do it again. Even worse, it can also soft-block the game, because the game tries to place the credits, but you died, so it just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm Numbers. Hello everyone. And yeah, that was my specialty. I've lost so many PVs to the boss, and I always ask Aquas, please just verify the run. Please accept it. In my heart, it's a 16 minutes run, but he always denied it, dude. He called it favoritism.
Okay, yeah, but I think that's it for us. I think
Dude, that was it.
that was it. You just whizzed through the game just like that.
This game is kind of crazy, and like usually on like marathons and races, it's like 25 minutes run, but it went pretty good somehow.
Yeah, this game will usually show its worst side in marathon runs, and everything goes wrong, and you get the axe, and like you have to play around and like get new weapons and stuff. But like it was a really smooth run, so well done, well done.
Thank you so much, everyone.
And with that, we'll pass it over to Dave.